One of the two new locomotives added to the layout. I wanted a couple of locomotives that were more appropriate for doing the switching jobs on the local trains, in Dutch the buurtgoederentreinen. This is a locomotive, a Mack locomotive, G1206 type, of which there were quite a few, I think 120 or something in Holland, for various companies. Although my layout is set in the 70s and 80s, this is actually a locomotive from the company ACTS. It focuses ACTS, engine number 7105. ACTS was a company formed in 1988, which is just a little after the period of my layout, which is 70s and 80s. But it was a company formed in 88 and lasted for about 15 years or so. It's now defunct. Nice new lock. Turn the lights on. Let it operate. So it's an engine for operating the local turns, the goods trains going out to industries, doing shunting and switching at the industries because of the central cabin and the railings at the side with step on and step off. It's more appropriate for that type of function than the locomotives that I was using before, which are these 216, 218 locomotives, which are really more mainline locomotives with two cabins, one at the rear and one at the front. So the crew would have to move backwards and forwards in the locomotive during switching operations. So this locomotive and its sister locomotive, which I'll show in a moment, are more appropriate for switching the local industries. Okay, that's one. So this is the second of the two locomotives added to the fleet. This one for the upper level going out of Venlo, for switching the local industries out of Venlo. Also a G1206. This one owned by NS Cargo, the cargo division of the National Railways. Locs 6404. And as I said, the first one, the Act 7105, will operate out of Kaifuk, and this one will operate out of Venlo. I'll turn the lights on. They're both Pico, P-I-K-O locomotives. The Nostalgia Express, semi excursion train, sleeper and a restaurant car from the golden age of rail travel, from let's say the 1890s to about the 1940s. Sort of Orient Express type coaches. And this excursion train will run around the layout occasionally. Excursion train arriving at Eindhoven station. Where it will stop a while, let passengers get off, quick look at the cities. It will stop here for about half an hour or more, depending on the travel scheme. Okay, the Nostalgia Express heading off the next part of its journey from Eindhoven to Venlo before it heads into Germany for a nightly stay and then back. Making its way to Venlo. And we'll stop here at Venlo for an hour or so. Let the people just have a quick look at the city centre before it heads off to Germany. Oh, it's heading off into Germany. So it's the next day. Sometime in the morning, and the Nostalgia Express has come back from its nightly stay over in Germany. Everybody's had a nice sleep on the sleeper, and a good breakfast in the restaurant car, And now they're heading back to Amsterdam. And the Nostalgia Express leaving Venlo on its way back to Eindhoven.